Hi everyone, welcome to The Good Fight. Today we're on episode number 9. I'm Crew Ward. I'm here with Sensei Pastor Michael. Okay, and today we're going to be building up on some of the foundations we've built from episodes 1 all the way to lessons number 8. Okay, so far we've covered a ton of material. All right, we've looked at our structure, we looked at our base, we looked at rhythm, jabs and crosses. We even looked at our push kicks when we started looking at defense. Now today we're going to be reviewing again some of the material. We're going to be looking at some of our defense to those straight line punches. We're going to be looking at defenses again to the body teeps, and we're going to look at defenses to the light kick. So it's going to be a defensive day. Okay, so let's from all of the technical things that we're going to be working in our skill today. We're going to look at also implementing a spiritual component, an attitudinal component to it. And that component is that even though that you're training and you're focused on your technique, when you're more passive, let's say that you're the one receiving the shots, or you're feeding the shots, okay? I'm gonna really suggest and invite you to evoke a feeling of thankfulness and gratitude inside yourself, and you share it with your partner. But first, make sure that it's focused inwards, and you're thankful for your training, and you're thankful for the opportunity to be able to grow. And that way, you're maintaining a very positive mindset and spiritual state while it is that you're training. Okay, so let's try that today. The first thing that we'll do is we're coming back to our defenses for our jabs and our crosses. So our first drill that we're going to start working with is we're going to increase our defenses to straight line punches. More importantly, we're going to increase it in a manner of recognizing differences in level changes. The jab can come to the face. You can shoot it anywhere along my face, anywhere along my upper torso or bottom torso in a sports context. So when he's doing it in practice, here, Mike's not hitting my face, but what Sensei Mike's going to do here is going to shoot it, but he's still focused at targeting my jaw. So he's got an accurate reference, so he's not punching air. He's zoned in to a target. So it's my jaw, or it's my nose, or it's my left or right eye or eyebrow. When he's hitting the body down here, when he bends his legs and he fires it the same way, he's going to the solar plexus, or he's going under the belly button, or he's hitting the heart. So these are the primary targets when you're hitting the body with a straight line punch. So what he'll do here, he's going to go to the head. I'm going to hand parry. When he goes to the body, I'm going to use my elbow, okay? He's going to stay right here. I'm going to turn my hip ever so slightly, okay? Keep my arm in place, and I'm going to rotate that left shoulder back, just to clear it enough off the front of my body. From here, that hand goes straight back to my face and resets in position, okay? So it'll look like this. Okay, partner fires to the face, I parry, fires to the body, I elbow wedge. That's gonna be the first drill. 3 minutes, one partner's gonna shoot the whole time. The next round, both partners are gonna alto rolls, and the other one's gonna start working on his defense. So let's give that one a try. so that was defending the jab. Now we're going to be doing exactly the same drill, but we're going to do it with the right hand. So the partner sets up, okay? Remember, he's targeting anywhere along the face, or he's targeting the body. Here, when he shoots to the head, I'm going to parry, okay, at the wrist, and when he shoots to the body, I use my elbow, I slightly turn the hip, okay, and I wedge away his shot to the body here. When it pulls away, I pull my hand right back to my guard position. So it'll look like this. He shoots to the head, one, he shoots to the body. Don't. Two. And from here, push kick defense. Partner's gonna stack up in front of you. When he fires off the push kick, okay, he shoots it to the belly button. I'm gonna step the right leg back. I'm gonna underhook, okay, under the ankle. My top this time is gonna cover the top of the foot. Now all I'm gonna do for now, okay, is I'm gonna pull him low into my hip, just like this, okay? And I'm gonna release it for now. Then I'll shoot it to my partner with the left. Boom, he's gonna catch and he's gonna just pull me right to his hip. Good, and he's gonna let it go. Then he'll shoot with his right push kick, opposite hand, okay? And then I'll cup the top. I'm gonna pull into the hip, let it go for now. Okay, we're gonna build up for something on this. So let's give that a go. So now what we're gonna do, okay, is a separate defense. The partner is gonna fire off the push kick. When it comes in, all I'm doing is I'm bending my knees and I'm keeping my upper body where it is, but I'm gonna turn my hip and shoulder. And I'm ricocheting that push kick away from me. Okay, so if he does it with the right, so you can see a little better. Here it is. Okay, my body, please. Okay. That's all it is. All right. Sit my pump on. Yep. So he goes left push kick. Boom. He goes right push kick. Now, when you're doing this one, try not to go too hard at first because you can actually end up hurting your partner's ankles when you do it. So we got a 3-minute round. You know, one person shoots the whole time, and then we're gonna switch on the next round. Okay, hope you had fun in this lesson number 9 that we're at. If you really enjoyed that, I hope you can like and subscribe to some of our stuff, and that you come along for the journey. I don't know if Mike here has got a few words he'd like to share.
I would love for you to share what you were sharing with me in private when you're slowing things down, and just how you see more, and how that just really equips the skill and development of slowing it down like we are right here.
It's okay, slowing down. It's not that you're slowing down physically by any means. It's the fact that the more that you train and you do something basic, the more it becomes habituated. So it doesn't take as much cognitive reserve to be, for example, parrying a jab when you're a beginner, or when you're more advanced than when you're a beginner or brand new. Because at first you're learning how to move your body, you're learning timing and spacing, but you spend a lot of time staring at someone fire something in a very controlled manner. Well, it's very easy for me to not think and just let my body do the work. Now, the real training is how you're going to look at things and how you're going to push yourself mentally to evolve your perspective of what it is that you're doing, which will make you a better fighter. It's how you'll evolve your consciousness of what you're looking at. Okay, in that sense, the more that you look at something, the more that you can pick up from it, and then that very fundamental skill can continue to be evolved, and you can look at it from a higher dimension, is the way to put it. Yeah. Okay, so hope you liked what you saw, and we'll see you next time.